What's going on, everybody? I sure hope all my stuff is in place. I really didn't do a lot of prep work for this because that is the kind of person I am. I'm definitely the DM that does not prepare before D&D sessions, or Call of Cthulhu, or Kojin, anything you play. Looks like I'm the only one in right now, but that's alright. We're gonna get going, get started, and hop right into it. I got some new stuff. Oh, and of course, just then it stops playing, doesn't it? There it goes. Yeah, so, I've got some new utilities to play around with. I've been just looking at a bunch of different stuff to give you guys a better streaming experience. You know, kind of be able to hang out and do a variety of different stuff. As of right now, I actually have Spotify integrated. Apparently that's a thing that you're allowed to do. I didn't even know that was a thing, so I looked into it, and sure enough, there are Twitch-friendly playlists available on Spotify, so that's what I'm listening to right now. You guys can actually check that out in the your top right corner. I guess to me it's my left. But yeah, so you'll be able to see what's going on there, kind of watch that, and of course I got the chat figured out last round. Honestly, I'm just over the moon. There's so many different things that are happening with the stream that are so much better than I could have ever imagined. So if you're watching this on Kick or Rumble or Twitter /X, I may even start live streaming in the Discord, though honestly I think I might just be robbing viewers from Twitch. Twitch is where I can, you know, potentially get monetized at some point, and obviously it's got a lot of really cool integrations for you guys to be able to interact. I am kind of favoring Twitch, honestly, right now. Not to say there's anything wrong with the other platforms. I'll continue to stream there, but yeah, I can already tell I didn't do vocal warm-ups, and that is affecting me. Great. Let's see, who's... Looks like it's just us in the chat right now. Just me and the chat bot, of course. But yeah, so today, I didn't have a whole lot planned, but I do have one thing I'd like to try. I would like to hop in and play us a little game. Let's see if I can make this work. Oh man, and of course where I'm at is directly over the chat. Probably there is fine. Rookie streamer, right? Let's raise that up a bit. Oh, it looks great. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so, if you can't already tell, today what we're going to be doing is a little bit of... Wow, that is actually very loud and distracting. Bring that down a bit. But yeah, today what we're going to do is a higher or lower. I kind of wanted to do this a while ago, but just never got the opportunity for it. But yeah, there's a few different things that we can try here. So I'm more well-versed in anime TV series, more than movies. It says anime movie score. Oh, I thought... And again, I'm thinking score as in music. No, it literally means what, you know, how is it rated? In regards to this, we're going to start with this TV series because I feel like that's something that I have a little bit more knowledge in. I'm probably going to be very wrong. Just full disclaimer, like I'm really bad at these things, so I'll probably be very wrong, but that's okay. We will have fun anyways. Let's check it out and see if anybody's watching on Twitter. It looks like just me for now. That's okay. It is 2 o'clock on a Monday afternoon. I didn't imagine many people were going to be tuning in, but hey, that, you know, crazier things have happened. So let's jump right into it. All right. Ooh, Nana or Slam Dunk? I feel like Slam Dunk is the higher option, predominantly because it has a bigger following. I know people that actually reference Slam Dunk. I honestly don't know if people like it or not. it's very possible people greatly dislike Slam Dunk. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Nana or Nana. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never seen the show. I don't know much about it. I'm gonna say Slam Dunk. What? They're exactly the same. What do you mean higher or lower? Oh, Spy Family's got to be rated higher, right? That's got to be like an 8.7. Oh, it's probably not, but let's try it. No! Alright, let's play again. I don't even know what this is over here. I'm going to say Lycoris Recoil. 8.16. Alright, we got that one. Ooh. Lycoris Recoil, because Promised Neverland had that one season. You've already heard me rant about it, so I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna make you listen again. Lycoris Recoil, I'm sure. What? I got a terrible score. Alright, let's try again. Full Metal Alchemist or K-On? Probably Full Metal Alchemist. Really? Alright, Hunter x Hunter or Demon Slayer? I'm gonna say Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer gets a lot of hype. It is really good. It's a very good show. I don't know. No! Hunter x Hunter's rated a 9? Okay, Mob Psycho or Vinland Saga? Ooh, that's a tough one. That's actually a really tough one. I want to say... I feel for the story, Vinland Saga is going to take it. It's got amazing animation, but people just rave over Mob Psycho. I'm going to say Vinland Saga. Let's see. 8.7. Wow, by 0.05. Oh, Vinland Saga. Oh, there's no way Overlord has... Okay, yeah. I was going to say, there's no way Overlord cracks it. Okay, Frieren is the highest rated anime on my anime list, so that's a no-brainer. Once again, Frieren. Wow, they gave me an easy one. I'm just going to keep clicking Frieren because I know it is the... Hunter x Hunter. I don't know what working is. I don't know what these are! Oh, come on! It went from something really easy to something I have absolutely no idea. I'll say this one. No. Oh, average. That's not bad. Okay, let's go again. Here we go. Eminence and Shadow, second season. Okay, people love Spice and Wolf. I'm gonna say Spice and Wolf. No. Alright, let's try again. I don't know this one. I don't know either of these. Okay, so you got JoJo's Part 4 or Kokoro Connect. I don't know what this is. JoJo's pretty well rated. Yeah. I'm gonna say JoJo again. I don't know this show. Wow. Kind of hard to beat a 8.5. Ooh, I'm gonna say Violet Evergarden. That has to be pushing a 9, right? Okay. Not terrible. I know people like Eurocamp. I've never seen it. I know it's well liked, but I don't know enough about it. I'm gonna go with Violet Evergarden. Yeah, that makes sense. Eurocamp or Moriarty. Ooh. I'm gonna say Eurocamp. I think Moriarty's like... Oh, by 0.01! Oh, that was basically a tie. Alright, Dragon Ball Z or Fate Zero? It's gotta be Dragon Ball. Okay, I guess not. Let me update this. I just realized it still says horror on Kick. There we go. Get that updated. All right. So Bakano or this show? Again, I don't know what this is. Kami-sama Hajimemashita. Nice to meet you, God. Is that... Did I... It's Hajimemashite. I thought it was Hajimemashite, but maybe this is derivative. I'm not sure. I don't speak fluent Japanese, if that wasn't clear. Alright, I'm gonna say Bakano. I feel like it's Bakano. It's pretty well rated. Yeah. Wow, that's an 8.1. Ooh, Dragon Maid. I gotta go with Dragon Maid. Really? Okay. Bleach or Dragon Ball? Ooh, that's a hard one. I'm gonna say Bleach. People love them, that Bleach. It's one of the big three, so of course these are always gonna be highly rated, even if they're not any good. I'm gonna say Bleach again. Yeah, makes sense. Ooh, Bakemonogatari. I think that's like an 8.4 if I'm not mistaken. Oh, 8.3. That's still pretty good. Oh, is this Oh, I know this anime. Is that one that opens like da 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 da? That's, yeah, I think it's this one. This is like an 8.5 or something. Oh, really? Only 8.2? Wow, okay. We've seen worse scores. Let's play again. I don't know, but I'll go with this one. Because, oh my gosh, it's got a 9. 9 is hard to beat. It's One Piece. It's always One Piece. One Piece is always the answer. It's One Piece. Yeah. Oh, I have heard of Beck, but I don't know enough about it. I'm gonna say Yu Hakusho. Yeah. Makes sense. Death Note. Death Note is very well rated. And it's a very good anime. I strongly recommend it. If you like mysteries or thrillers or yeah, that kind of stuff. I guess it's a drama technically, but if you like that type of stuff, you're gonna love Death Note. It's really, especially anything with supernatural elements. Oh, I'm gonna say Death Note. I don't know this one well enough. Okay, 8.3 versus... I don't know what this is, so I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah. Oh, Trigun. Easily. Oh, wow, actually not by a lot. I'm gonna say Trigun again. Oh no! 0.03! Nice, share that score. Alright, let's play again. Okay, personally, I like Dr. Stone a lot. The most recent episode, oh my gosh, it just broke my heart. Oh, such a good show. But I'm gonna say Trigun. It's probably Trigun. It's probably like an 8. Oh wow, 8.1. That's closer than I thought. Okay, it's got to be Attack on Titan season 3 part 2. Yeah, like people consider this masterclass level stuff. Again, Attack on Titan. We love us some Spy Family, but ooh, Spy Family again. Ooh, Ranking of Kings. Probably Ranking of Kings. I think this is like an 8.3. 8.5, wow. I gotta go Ranking of Kings again. Mob Psycho's good. Wow, 0.02 off. Okay, ooh. I know people like Banana Fish, but I gotta go Mob Psycho, right? Oh yeah, oh, it was close. That was really close. Which one? Oh yeah, this was a phenomenal season. No! Oh man, okay. We're gonna try to break 9 if we can. It's gotta be Full Metal Alchemist. Really? I didn't know that it was rated so well. I want this to be the winner, so I choose it. Yeah! Ooh, this was like an 8-5, I think, so it's ping pong. Yeah. Oh, I think Dororo's like an 8-7. 8-2-5, really? Okay. It's probably My Hero. Wow, that was closer than I thought, but yeah, it was My Hero. Erased? Erased. It's gotta be. Ooh, not by a lot. The second season of Re:Zero. That's tough. By the way, I see all you folks watching on Rumble. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to chat with me, feel free to drop something in the chat. Right now, I'm just kind of streaming to myself, having fun. But you drop it in there, I'll make sure to read it out. Okay, so a race versus... Ooh, this is probably like an 8-3-5 or something. Oh, so close. I still got it, though. Still got it. Oh, I do see you, Copycat3K. What's going on? I see you in Twitch. Okay. Ooh, Kuroko no Basket 3rd season. Ooh, that's hard. I'm gonna say Re:Zero. Oh, that was close. Oh man, one basketball anime against another. I think Slam Dunk scored like a 7-9, so I'm gonna say Kuroko no Basket. Really? It is an 8-5-5. Alright, let's try it again. Gintama versus... I'm not actually familiar with this one. I'm gonna go with Gintama. Gintama is very well loved. Yu Yu Hakusho. It's gotta be Gintama. Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho versus Mob Psycho 102. I don't know much about it because I've not actually seen all of Mob Psycho. Well, like, I've seen an episode of the first season. I didn't care much for the art style, so it kind of lost me on that. Not to say it's a bad show by any means, you know, you like what you like, but... Oh, man, I'm gonna go Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, I should have gone Mob Psycho. I know the kind of cult following Mob Psycho has. We'll go Dororo. Yeah, that wasn't that hard. I don't know this one, so I'll pick Dororo. Oh, no! Alright. Ooh, this is the entertainment district. I'm gonna say Mob Psycho. I feel like it's... I wanted to pick Demon Slayer too. I wanted to pick it so bad. Oh, the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen is, like, people just absolutely... It is just non-stop with them. Yeah, that's a hard one to beat. Now, if you put this up against Attack on Titan, I would have had a difficulty. Oh. It's solo leveling. It's probably solo leveling. Really? Okay, well, I'm pleasantly surprised by that, but... Oh, Mugen Train versus Kaiju number 8. It's gotta be Mugen Train. This one shattered records. Wow, actually, that's really close. I hope it's Mugen Train. Orimiya. Ooh, it's gotta be, right? That's an 8-something. Yeah. Oh, people won't shut up about part 5 of JoJo, so it has to be. Banana Fish versus JoJo. Ooh, that's tough. I'm gonna say JoJo. Oh, yeah, that's pretty close. It's gotta be Bleach. It's gotta be Bleach. It is hard to crack a 9 on my anime list, so... Ooh. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna say Kuroko no Basket. Oh! Alright, we're going to surpass a 9. We're gonna do it. Hajime no Ippo versus Ray Life. Probably Hajime no Ippo. This one's got a pretty big cult following. I feel like part of the trick of this game is really just kind of understanding how people like to rate stuff. Like, what's really popular. Oh, it's the ballroom anime. Probably still Hajime no Ippo. That actually rated really well. Surprisingly. Okay, I'm gonna say Vanitas. Oh, by 0.01. Crazy. Crazy style. Bakuman 3rd season I'm gonna go with. Yeah. I'm gonna say Bakuman. Fate's got a big following, but I feel like it's scoring consistently in the 7s and low 8s. Yeah. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah. Oh, Slime is a guy. This one's rated, I think it's like an 8. Yeah. Alright, we're at 7. I don't remember what this is. I'm gonna go with Slime as a guy. Come on. No! Okay, so Assassination Classroom or Bleach. Gotta be Bleach. That was closer than I thought, but it... Yeah, I pulled it out. Ooh. I think Bleach scored higher. Yeah. It's gotta be K-On! Really? Well, they're very close. Slime is a guy. Much closer than I thought it was going to be. Psyche? Psyche scored very well. I love Psyche. Psyche is a phenomenal anime. If you like comedies, just word of warning, if you don't already really like fast-paced stuff, you're probably not gonna like Psyche all that much. Because it moves at, especially the first season, moves at lightning pace. Like, you may need to pause it to absorb what's going on multiple times through the episode, because it's literally like dialogue, 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 and just back and forth. Not specifically through all these characters, but yeah. This season was really, really good, though. I'm gonna go Psyche. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Oh, wait, is this, oh, it's Origaru. It's gotta be Hunter x Hunter. That's a 9.03. I'm gonna have to, like, memorize that. It is hard to beat a 9. Oh, I'm gonna go Bakano. Yeah. I don't know this anime, so I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, makes sense. Steins Gate, no question. Ooh, probably Steins Gate. I'm not familiar with this one. Oh, that's pretty well rated, actually. Oh, okay, this is the hard part. We got a similar question. I don't remember what this one's ranked. I'm gonna go with the 8.3. Oh, it's a tie! So yes, we got to 10! 86, that has to be, right? Oh yeah. Let's see how it's gotta be 86. I don't know what this is. Oh, come on. Come on! You can't at me with a 7-7. Same. I think Bakuman 3rd season was higher, yeah. They're kind of recycling stuff. I feel like I'm cheating a little bit. Wow, still going. I think Log Horizon got like an 8.2. Oh, not even. It's gotta be Monogatari. Like, The cult following behind the Monogatari series is insane. I think Banana Fish. Oh no! We scored a 19 though. Wow, look at that. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's a good note to leave that one on. Let's try movies. Oh, we can actually just do a bunch of stuff. Let's try video games. I feel like that's a good one. Best-selling video games, I think. Oh man, it's got to be San Andreas, right? 27 million. Yeah, the original Grand Theft Auto. Ooh. I'm kind of leaning Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, but then again, this game did really well. Screw it. Oh, my first guess is usually my best. You know what? I might not actually be very good at that one. Let's try video games review, because I think reviews generally align with how people like them. I don't know what Biomutant is, but I know this game was abysmally rated. Really? Okay, say Hellblade? How is this consistently, like, FIFA games, how are you consistently scoring that high? Okay, I'm thinking Donkey Kong Country is gonna score really high just because it's Donkey Kong. You can't really go wrong with a Donkey Kong game. Like, when they announced the new game coming out for Nintendo, or when Nintendo announced that, I know people lost their minds. I'm excited, and I don't even play Donkey Kong games. Ooh, it was a tie, but it technically works. I'm gonna go Donkey Kong. Bayonetta, ooh, but it's hard to beat an 82, isn't it? I'll say Bayonetta. I'll say Bayonetta again. The Outer Worlds. Oh, this is the Obsidian one. It's gotta be, right? Oh, not by a lot, but yeah. I hope it's the Outer Worlds. Thank goodness. This game was not that great. This is like a critic score. A lot of players did not like Advanced Warfare. I don't know what this is, but I hope it ranked higher. No! 7's not bad. Let's try a different one. Let's try YouTube. That's very red, wow. Let's just try YouTubers in general. Let's get canceled. I don't know. I don't know either of these. I'm gonna say Brandon. Oh, got lucky there. This one's meme to death, so it's gotta be, right? Yeah. I don't know Chloe Ting. Oh no! It was my downfall of not knowing Chloe Ting. Let's try again. Oh, Jelly does have a pretty big following. It's gotta be Jake Paul though, right? Really? Man. A Markiplier. Easily. Easily. We love us some Mark. Once again, Markiplier, no question. I only know of Jeffree Star by the memes. But that probably means he's big. Nope, okay. I don't know either of you people. Brandon never failed. No, okay, Brandon failed us. Brandon, you failed us! Jesse James West. I have heard of Dan TDM. I don't remember. Let's try. Oh, yeah. I don't know who Brent Rivera is. Who are all you people? Maybe I've been off YouTube too long. Oh, Colin Furs. He's fun. Oh, no. Don't know you. It's really crazy to me how many YouTube, like, this is gonna date me for sure. I remember a time and a day where it was rare to have over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And now there are multiple, I mean, thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of YouTubers that have over 1 million subscribers. I mean, it gives me a little hope that I can get there one day, but even so, the concept of having 1 million of anything is just crazy to me. I don't know. Danny Fit? Barely. Casey Neistat. This guy. Really? It's crazy to me. No, I didn't want to copy that. My bad. It's crazy to me that somebody I've never heard of has almost 3 times the following of somebody that I actually follow. Probably Dude Perfect. They got a lot. Oh, okay. I don't know either of them, but family stuff tends to do well. Hey, what's going on? I have Ben Williams. Good to see you, man. Probably the royalty family. I don't know these guys. Okay. Yeah, family content tends to do pretty well on YouTube. The Secret Life of My Hamster. I want that to win. No! Oh, man. Oh, it's T-Series. And I only know this because of PewDiePie's diss track. Not even close. 286 million. I remember when the diss track got released, I think they were surpassing like 130. They've over doubled that since then. That was only a few years ago. Hold on, what was that? Six years ago. I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, that is a long time. You're gonna put out the tweet right before you walk the dogs. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I mean, yeah. Oh, he's a Minecraft YouTuber. That. Oh, probably this. Probably him. Wow, only 200,000. Only 200,000 subscribers. Let's play again. Let's see. Jacksepticeye got easily. What? Oh, Minecraft YouTuber. See, it's really hit or miss, because some Minecraft YouTubers hit it really big, others just don't. I don't remember how many he had. He had more. Oh well. PewDiePie. No question. PewDiePie only has 110 million. Oh, he did lose a bunch of subs, didn't he? High score went to 3. Let's go. Niga. He's wow, that is a low resolution image. I'm gonna say this one. Wow! 125 million. Who is this? Musical artist. Is a Russian-American YouTuber. Is it like children content? I'm gonna regret clicking on this video because now YouTube's gonna start recommending me a bunch of children's content and need me to verify. No, don't do that, don't do that. Oh, she's only 11. What the heck? Yeah, it looks like mostly children's content. Yeah, I'm just completely unaware of her existence. But yeah, Jake Paul, suck it. I don't know who this is. He probably has more. Oh, no. I don't know either of these. Yeah, I think I'm in the realm where I'm gonna just keep scoring really, really low. Let's try... Okay, celebrity. What do you mean celebrity? Richest? I think tallest would be fun. Oh, it's gotta be Jared Leto. Not by a lot. Oh yeah, he's a short little guy, isn't he? Oh, please let it be Demi Lovato. No! Anthony Davis, or... I don't know either of these. Probably basketball. Wow, that's pretty close, actually. No shocker. Ooh. But boxers can be really short, too. I'll say him. Whoa, 202. He's a big guy. Let's see. Hit it really big until their big hit with a child. Speaking of VTubers and children's content, look up Cookie Swirl C. I'll take a look at that later. Leo's a short little dude. It's got to be Tyson Fury. Nixon. Wow! Nixon was short. I didn't know that. Cody Rhodes. Rhodes is decently tall. David Bowie. He was a tall guy, wasn't he? No? I guess not. Oh, Snoop Dogg's... He's very tall. He's, How tall is Snoop Dogg? We get that. 6'4". Yeah, he's very tall. You're not beating that, Clinton. I feel like Bill Clinton's taller. Yeah. Paul McCartney wasn't terribly tall, or isn't terribly tall. He's still alive, don't... Unless you believe the conspiracies. You know what? That would actually be kind of fun to dig into some conspiracy stuff. We might do that on the stream if... Am I frozen? What's going on? Can't tell if I'm frozen on Rumble. Sorry, checking into that. It just showed me staring at the screen. Man, why do I get ads? Watching my own stream. Okay, I'm not frozen. There we go. I'm gonna say Paul McCartney. Okay. Don't know you. Of course he's taller. Oh man. Let's take a look at different games. Lego. Wait, websites. Guess which website is the most visited on the internet each month? Oh, Netflix, easy. 2 billion visits. Wetter.com? What is Wetter.com? I can't picture NHL getting 100 million clicks in a month. Yeah. Hulu. Wow, that's actually a lot lower than I thought. TikTok, no question. Yeah, almost 3 billion clicks in a month. It's TikTok. That's hard. That's really hard to beat. Probably Zoom. Yeah, kayaks for travel. People use Zoom for business all the time. PayPal, easily. Ooh, that's actually a tough one. They're both financial. I feel like people do a lot of window shopping on eBay. Oh, but I don't know if I'm gonna go PayPal. No, I should have picked eBay. That was really close though. Probably Vimeo. I mean, I do my fair share of window shopping on Kayak. You know, well, Kayak, Travelocity, Booking.com, just being like fantasizing about like, how much would it cost if I went on a vacation? I can take out another loan. Amazon, not even a question. Biggest website in the world, aside from Google, I guess. I don't even know what Yandex is. 2 billion views. Oh, Yandex is like Russian Amazon, isn't it? You stare into the screen, but the screen don't stare back. Facebook, easily. 13 billion. Oh, it's Facebook. Don't even at me with that screen rant nonsense. Ooh, that's actually. Ooh, I feel like it's Ticketmaster. Yeah. No! That was really close, though. Premier League. I don't know who's playing on chess. Apparently, a lot of people are playing on chess.com. Goodness. Motorsport or Discogs? I want to say Motorsport? I don't know what Discogs is. I don't know what Naver.com is. I'll say Motorsport. What is Naver? I don't know. MyDramaList.com or GameSpot. Probably GameSpot. Ultimate Guitar. I use this thing religiously. No! Alright, not a lot of people play guitar. Alright, I get it. Twitch. Give a little love to my Twitch overlords. Hotels.com? Twitch. Nah. People stream that because Twitch is free. Kind of. Disney Plus streaming. No question. Goodbye, Hotels.com. Probably Disney Plus. Yeah. Though those are not necessarily rookie numbers. I'm gonna say Xfinity. Yeah, this is like newspapers and stuff. Telegram? Ooh. I feel like only drug dealers use Telegram. Like people who use Telegram use it for illegal activities. At me with that. Like I've never used Telegram and I really don't have a desire to either. But it's probably Telegram. It's encrypted is why. It's gotta be Discord. Closer than I would have liked, but yeah. Discord, nope. DuckDuckGo, I'm certain. Yeah, a lot of people like that. Oh. This is my high score. Oh, my score is already 9. Kids, don't go to that website. Don't do it. I hope it's DuckDuckGo. No, I figured that would be the case, but I tried standing on principle. Alright, let's do it again. This is actually fun. I like this. Probably Yandex. Etsy, probably not as high. Yeah. Etsy's good, but, Etsy's. Etsy's good. Netflix. Really? Let's play again. Probably CNN. What is Naver? Vimeo. Who's going to MLB.com? Listen, I'm American. I appreciate baseball as much as the next person, but who is actually going to did I say NFL? Disregard. Probably Xfinity. Yeah. Ooh, probably New York Times. Yeah. I mean, they're regarded as a reputable source, so might make sense, right? Ooh, probably Samsung. Really? That was pretty close, though. It's probably WhatsApp. A lot of people use WhatsApp. Yeah. WhatsApp. I don't even really know what my drama list is, if I'm being honest. Oh, GitHub. No question. People use that for work all the time. GitHub. Xfinity. Yeah. Yandex. 2.7 million is crazy. Or 2.7 billion. It's gotta be Yandex. Discord. Oh, that was close though. IMDb. There's no way CNN's cracking those ratings. Actually, that's really close. CNN. Yeah. Daily Mail. Screw it. Yeah, we got it, we got it, we got it. All right, Apple. We all know what the answer is to this. Really? I have... My faith in humanity is restored! The naughty website has been beaten by Apple. And Keanu Reeves greets me with thumbs up. Alright. Ooh, that's actually a good question. Probably Telegram. It was close. Because I know people use Adobe for work. It's gotta be Yahoo. They got finance, it's their own sort of search engine. Yeah, that's no question. There was a time, kids, when Yahoo was the biggest competitor to Google. In fact, they outpaced Google by quite a bit. And then overnight, seemingly, Google took over everything. I don't remember how it happened. I don't remember when it happened exactly. It was sometime in the late 2000s. And suddenly just everything became Google. You would Google something. It became part of our vernacular. Zoom. No question. Zoom. Sky Sports. Anything with sports is gonna have a decent following. No, I didn't know. Probably Bing. I'd say these days, this is the biggest competitor to Google, so... It's Bing. You can't outpace that wetter.com. I don't know what roamtorio.com is. Zoom. Zoom. Wow, that was really close. I don't know what UEFA is, but that's Europe? I'm gonna say Daily Mail. Alright. It's MLB. Major League Baseball. Let's see if we can beat our score of 12. I think we're doing pretty good. Hope in humanity. Standing up principle. Hope in humanity shattered again. Ooh, that is actually a good question. I feel like it's WhatsApp because this is used more for communication, but this is streaming. This one's free. Yeah, 3.9 billion. Nah, it's WhatsApp. GitHub's useful, but not that useful. Probably GitHub. That's a lot closer than I thought. Samsung. Oh, I tried. All right, let's see what other games. I'll probably do one more, and then we'll jump on to something else. Geography. I'm good at geography. Let's do population. I'm gonna say Zambia, because Aruba is a tiny little island. It immediately gave me... probably Slovenia? Oh, but then again... oh, 21 million. Nah, it's gotta be Slovenia, right? No! No! My state has a bigger population than Slovenia. Probably Dominican Republic. Yeah, St. Lucia's a little island. They're both islands. They're technically half an island. Czechia? It's probably like 30 million. Wow! Close. New Zealand. Probably New Zealand. Timor, that's a... I'm not actually sure what that is. New Zealand. Haiti. Yeah, there's a lot of people in Haiti. Haiti. It's gotta be Uganda. Wow, 50 million people. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm leaning Uganda. I feel like North Korea doesn't have that many people. Yeah. It's gotta be North Korea. Yeah, Qatar, yeah. It blows my mind how some countries only have like a few 100,000 or 1 million people or something. I mean, I guess I'm kind of privileged living in the US. Like, we have 330 million people. Maybe more, actually, because, you know, the census doesn't account for everybody living here. But yeah, it's like 340, 350 million or something like that. And some states, like California, for example, has a population of about 50 million people. It is a state within our country. It could very easily be our country. It has... let's see, like 15, almost 15 times the population of Qatar. It's definitely this, though. Oh, 105 million. See, that's pretty crazy. No, it's gotta be Congo. Ooh, probably Tunisia. I feel like Madagascar isn't... wow, 32 million people living in Madagascar. I had no idea. Probably Croatia. That is a lot of people living on the Ivory Coast. Liberia. Barely, but yeah. Alright, Zambia. We already knew that one. It was pretty big. Zambia. Yeah, I was thinking the single-digit millions. New Caledonia? I don't know where that is. Let's go with El Salvador. Yeah, tiny little thing. French Polynesia? Sure, why not? Oh, man. Microstate against microstate. Nepal or Gambia? Probably Gambia. Wow. Mauritania or Bosnia and Herzegovina? I think this is a tiny... no, actually, no. This is the... it's got to be this one, right? Yeah. That's actually pretty close. Hungary. It's got to have a lot more. Romania. A good bit bigger. Yeah, almost double the population. Italy, right? Yep. Ooh, probably Italy. I feel like there's a lot of people living in South Sudan. Oh, but not as many as there are in Chile, apparently. We'll do one more of these. Puerto Rico's not a country! Probably Albania. Really? Oh, that's crazy. Bahrain? Yeah, Bermuda's little itty bitty island in the middle of the Atlantic. Republic of the Congo, no question. Canada. Oh, Canada. Canada. Come on. Central African Republic. Probably. Really? That's surprising. Okay. Well, that's it for that. Let's see. Is there anybody hanging with me right now? It seems a little on the empty side, but not a bad thing. Oh, I see. Gave me a hydrate 3 minutes ago. I'm so sorry, that did not pop up for some reason. And the posture check. Oh my gosh, you've been spamming the chat. I am so sorry. Allow me to remedy that. Okay, so, okay, first thing you said, interesting facts. I have that. I had that. I feel so unprepared. I had everything ready! Let me get back to you on that one. Hydrating. I need to fix that because it's supposed to be telling me in the chat room. I got no notifications. But you did do it, so I'll do that. I fixed my posture. Thank you. And interesting factoid dispenser. Let's see. All right, let's see. I had this before. I had a list of them. There we go. Did you know that the liver is the only human organ that can fully regenerate itself? As a matter of fact, during liver transplants where someone has an organ failure, liver failure, often a portion of a liver from a healthy donor is able to be transplanted in place, and the donor will effectively suffer no ill effects unless they either remove too much of the liver or if the transplant is conducted multiple times, in which case scarring can overtake them and then they can suffer from liver failure, which is not good. Not good at all, but interesting fact there. There you go. I'll get better at this, I promise. But thank you so much for the spending the bits. I appreciate you. I don't know if you're still here. Says one viewer. Well, it's in the VOD. You're welcome to watch the VOD. Gosh, I feel terrible. Yeah, I need to fix that because for some reason the bits are not coming through. But I will test that. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, so what are we going to do today? Professional streaming. Let's see. I had a few things prepped. I guess we can pop in and read some ghost stories on Reddit. Good, I'm not doxing myself. At least I don't think I am. All right, and tell you what, I'm gonna flip over to, I can do this. Ooh. I'm gonna pull up some spooky music. There we go. And transition to this. Holy mackerel, that's in my face. Hold on. So well prepared, you can tell. Da, 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 da. There we go. Okay. All right, all right. All right, while that's playing, let's read some stuff. All right, this is 14 days ago from user Operation Tiny 9461 on Reddit. It looks like there are some comments, so we'll be able to read through those. This is 14 days ago. It says, I'm an undertaker and something happened. Something happened, and I've always been skeptical. Until today. I'm an undertaker and have been for the past 8 years. I've been skeptical when it comes to the afterlife, especially the paranormal. But today, something happened that I cannot explain. I was cleaning unclaimed ashes out of the funeral home where I work. We were moving out of the old Victorian building we operate out of into a new funeral home. For the past week, we have been making a slow transition, moving out of our current home into a new one. In our basement, we have unclaimed ashes going back as far as the 1970s. I just had my headphones in, putting the boxes into bags so we could send them to the local crematorium for them to be scattered. I must have put away hundreds of boxes of ashes without even thinking about it. I was just listening to a podcast, getting another task ticked off my to-do list. I was putting one box into the bag and felt my body and brain freeze with the word no, but I didn't hear anything. It's hard to explain what I felt. The best I can explain it is that my own free will had gone. I was ordered to stop what I was doing. I stopped immediately and put the box of ashes into my hand onto the table. On closer inspection, there were 2 boxes I was going to put into 2 separate bags. One small box with one normal-sized one. Let's just say, for privacy reasons, one box was labeled Hannah Williams. On top of Hannah Williams' ashes was a box labeled Baby Williams. I presume they are mother and baby, who I was about to separate into 2 separate bags, which I find quite spooky because I didn't read the labels before. I was doing a mundane task as fast as I could with my existing duties and clearing the premises. I was just trying to get things done as fast as possible and was not paying attention to the names. I just needed to get this done. So yeah, I cannot explain this for the life of me. I cannot come up with an explanation for this. I'm not scared, nor am I excited about what I felt. I just feel confused about the whole situation. Ooh. Sounds like Mama didn't want to leave her baby. I can understand that. Let's see, Baby Williams. Oh, I wonder if it was a oh. I mean, that's horrible. That is horrible. Top comment. To me, this is a very powerful illustration of the continuation of consciousness after physical death. Mom didn't want to remain separated from her child and firmly told you so. Simple and profound as that. Man, what would you do if you experienced something like that? I mean, that is just, I wouldn't even say frightening or disturbing. It's very like unsettling to think that, someone is watching after everything's gone down. Like, oh. Let's see. I'm gonna try going to paranormal. r/paranormal. Let's see how this story looks. All right. Don't really know how I could show this to you other than tell you what, I'll pick something without a visual. All right, this one here looks pretty good. 13 hours ago, from Used Ferret 5401. Something is in my apartment. Today it hissed at me. What do I do? Let me start off by saying that I am 29 years old and I have never been diagnosed with anything. I'm a former military police officer and currently working in the blue-collar industry. I think I'm just an average guy who's lived a decent life thus far. Now let me tell you about my new apartment. My girlfriend moved into an apartment in my hometown. I was working and living 3 hours away due to work. But to help her care for my toddler, I quit my job and moved in with her. During the day, I like to play Call of Duty in the living room. It started with me seeing a shadow figure pass by the hallway. The shadow figure is as tall as her 4-year-old son. At the moment, I had to remind myself that he wasn't home and was at daycare. I'd always see it in the corner of my eye, not sure what to make of this. Another instance was when I was playing in the living room and heard keys jingling from my restroom, almost like a janitor with his keys dangling. Other times I felt someone walk behind me, or at least the air that comes when someone walks by. Today was a whole different story, though. My girlfriend left with our 2 kids, and I decided to lay down in bed and scroll the internet. Out of nowhere, I hear the kids' toys in the living room go off. No one else is home. The fan is off, so there's absolutely no movement. I recorded a video of this and sent it to my girlfriend. She said it was disturbing. I go to the living room and ask it to show me if it's here. Literally right after, a toy goes off that says, "Come play with me." I felt chills, and I tell it, "Can we live in peace together, or am I going to have to drive you out?" I heard a freaking hiss. Like a cat. I don't have a kit. It freaking hissed at me. I stepped outside and called my girlfriend to tell her, and well, now she's scared. Never in my life have I ever dealt with the paranormal. I believe God and understand these things can happen, but why? Probably not very smart of me to insult it by telling it ain't going to do nothing, 'cause it ain't crap. Curious as to what my options are. Tomorrow I was going to try to cast it out with prayer. What are your guys' takes on this? Sounds like you might need a priest or something, my friend. I don't recommend you try tackling the paranormal by yourself, especially if you've never dealt with it. I wouldn't call myself an extremely firm believer in the paranormal. I do think I think demons are real. I believe in God. I'm a Christian myself, so I know that there are dark forces at work. I don't know really what to think of when it comes to ghosts, because I have known people who've had experiences that they considered paranormal that weren't straight up evil demonic, at least not in the way that we think of, the Exorcist, head spinning and that kind of stuff, or the stuff that you hear on TV where it's like, you'll hear scratches on the walls or whatever. Like, obviously it's different. It's not going to be the same thing, but it does interest me a bit, that some of these things don't seem hostile, where this thing absolutely seems openly hostile and malevolent. The fact that you not only felt a presence, but it's trying to make itself known and freak you out, I would definitely go talk to someone in the Catholic Church. I'm not even Catholic myself, but I know that they deal with exorcisms. I don't know many Protestant exorcists, right? Like that, it's probably a thing, but it's not as prevalent as you would find in the Catholic Church. Like, they actually have a department of spiritual warfare. They have priests that are trained in how to handle these things. So if you're experiencing something like that, where you undeniably feel that there is something malevolent in your home or place of dwelling, and you genuinely fear, absolutely contact someone in the church. Even if you don't believe it yourself, the worst that happens is they come out, they do a cleansing, and they leave. I don't think they take payment for it, because at least they shouldn't take payment for it. It's subsidized by the tithe givers. I don't know what they call them in the Catholic Church, but we're not supposed to take money for things like that. if the Bible says that our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against the powers and the authorities and the dark spiritual forces of this world. So if that's the case, they're literally going into battle against these things because they're not supposed to be affecting people. They're trying to, and their purpose is to try to pull you away from God, but these dark things in the world are not supposed to be interfering with our daily lives, and these priests have been given authority to cast these out. So I don't know if I entirely buy into the whole shamanistic thing. It could be real. I'm not sure. I have heard successes with like different shamans when it comes to the variety of different paranormal beings, such as elementals and things that are more closely tied to the earth. But I don't know. I can't say I personally believe in it, but it might work. You could look into that as well. But I say start with a priest. At least they're definitely not going to charge anything for it, and if they do, they're scamming you. So let's see what some of the comments on this are. Top comment is, are you working right now or looking for work or working nights? Maybe it's something protective of your girlfriend and her children because it seems like it only has a problem with you, not your girlfriend or her kids. He says, not currently working. I have my bills paid till the end of the year, so not really in a rush. I think you're right. My girlfriend says that she thinks it just doesn't like me. And he responded, okay, I bet that's part of it. It could be something that's protective of her, or it could be something negative that is possessive of her and jealous. How is the rest of your relationship? You guys both share housework and child-rearing duties? But your girlfriend and kids have not experienced anything at all, positive or negative? It sounds like she knows there's something there. I would have a discussion with her outside of the house and see what she's experienced, because she wouldn't just say it just doesn't like you if she never experienced anything there. She would say she's never experienced anything. After you get some more details, get back to us, and then it'll be easier to figure out what to do. That is a good point. I think it's been made very clear in the last few years, but even more so the last couple weeks. I'm not going to get into the details of it. I'm not a political streamer. I don't want to be a political streamer. I think politics are very divisive and generally just end in a place that makes everybody feel uncomfortable. But when it comes to my faith, I'm willing to share that because it's something that I really, truly believe in, and I think it just does good in the world, not that I'm going to try to proselytize right now. That comes later. At me, Silent Bell. But when it comes to the dark forces that we're up against in this world that are, attacking people, I think it's truly increased. The number of people that I believe are inviting demonic work into their lives is increasing at an alarming rate. And it can be from any number of things, like it doesn't have to be literally summoning a demon. Like you see those YouTube videos and stuff that took off several years ago. Like those were really big and they're kind of silly. It's not real. That's not real. I mean, maybe if you're really truly trying to invite something, it's going to show up. But if you're just like that's not the way that summoning rituals work. A summoning ritual is going to be something like, I think Wendigoon said it pretty well in his video some time ago. Was it a year or more ago? I think he was on a live stream where he basically broke it down and said, like, summoning a demon is going to be like abandoning God. It's going to be taking up immoral things. It's going to be living the way that you want and believing that you are completely in control of your own life. Whether you believe in God or demonic entities or not, there is a universal truth, and that's that you are not in control of your own life. You may have certain things you can control, like when you wake up, how much you work out, how much you eat, that kind of stuff, but you're not in control of your own life. Things are going to happen, and you're really not in control of just about any of it. From things like losing a job, or even unplanned pregnancies and things like that. These things happen, and they're not within your own control. And you can say, well, I could have done these things to change that. Sometimes it's not really the case. Like, it just happens. It's because you're not in control. And when you believe that you're in control of your own life and you're working towards something that you think is going to change your life for the better, or to make it different in a way that shapes it in a way you want it to be, and you don't have that understanding that you're not in full control, and you don't give glory to God, and you don't allow other people to help you, and you increase in pride, you're constantly increasing in pride, that's when you're going to have issues. That's when you're going to start inviting demonic stuff into your life. When you start chasing the immoral, when you're constantly saturated in adult work. You know what I mean when I say adult work, like adult content. When you're constantly saturated in that and seeking more and obsessed with it. When you're constantly in hate. I think it's very easy to hate other people, especially when you've been wronged. And it's understandable. Like, when you've been wronged, you want to feel justice. And the only way that you're going to feel justice is in your mind demonizing that person and making them less human, or saying, that person is no good or whatever. When you're doing that, you're literally opening a door to whatever is out there, because a lot of these thoughts are not your own. The word says even Jesus was tempted. So we all have bad thoughts. We don't need to act on them. And living in hate, living in evil things like that is just going to open doors to the paranormal. So with that said, and I went on this long spiel, where I'm getting with this is, it's very possible that he is experiencing these things because either he or someone in his life, possibly his girlfriend, is living in a manner that has invited some entity. And normally when you have some level of paranormal activity like this, it's going to be very subtle, to the point you don't even know that it's there, right? Like, maybe you see a shadow at the corner of your eye. We've all had that, right? Like, you just see something at the corner of your eye and you're like, huh, that was weird. And you think, oh, maybe just like a bird flew overhead, cast a shadow. Like, it is what it is. That's the subtle bit. You don't get the really involved stuff unless you're really, really deep into sin, and living in an immoral life like that. And even then, it's pretty rare. But when people openly invite them into their homes, you get personality shifts. I think the term is not possession, but basically obsession, where people will start living in a different way. Their attitudes will shift, their personalities will change, and all of these things happen together to basically, I mean, it's to take us away from God. It's to take us away from living a righteous life. That's the point of it. But these changes happen slowly. It's like a boiled frog. You don't even notice that it's happening. So she may, especially if she's aware that these things are here, she may very well be living an immoral life. Not that I want to cast judgment on somebody that I don't know, because obviously there's a lot of things that go into, living a life in one way or another. I don't know this person. I can't speak for her. So just an observation, but if she's aware of its presence, she may have invited it in and doesn't care. So that is something interesting. My rant's over. I just wanted to kind of talk about that. I find it very fascinating. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to like put that on anybody. Obviously, any kind of demonic activity is bad and negative and horrible, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Why is it showing that I'm offline? Hold on, let me refresh my stream. What the heck is happening? Oh, there we go. I don't know why my bitrate on Twitch was showing that I was offline. Very strange. Thanks for hanging out with me, Copycat. I appreciate you popping in here as well. I know you probably listened to me rant, being like, what's this guy on about? Oh, okay, let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. So I'm not going to show a picture, but it looks like picture someone's head, like their scalp, and they're missing a bunch of hair. It just looks like nasty and matted. Not to say they're nasty and matted, it just, things happen. So I'm going to skip the TLDR, and I'll do that at the end. But this is what it says. Hi everyone, I've been hesitant to post this, but I feel like I'm at a point where I can't ignore what's happening anymore. Physically and practically, my life has been unraveling, and something bigger than me feels like it's taking over my life. All of this started about 3 years ago, around the time my dog Kobe was diagnosed with kidney failure. He was always such a strong, independent dog. Walks with me were the only time he was truly attached, but during that period, he became unusually dependent and needy, almost like he knew something bad was coming. Shortly before this past Christmas, my mom called me crying, saying that Kobe probably wouldn't make it to Christmas. When I came home for the holiday, he knew he wasn't the Kobe I knew. He was weaker, more clingy, and strangely dependent on me. That Christmas break felt heavier because we became closer in this strange, intense way. The first week of January, I got really sick, vomiting in unusual shapes, and that's when a freak accident at work happened. Someone came late to my yoga class and dropped a glass water bottle. Man, I can't read. I tried to clean it up, injured my hand, fainted, and was fired for not following proper protocol, even though there was no first aid kit. Fighting it through HR didn't work, and that incident marked the start of a chain of chaos in my life. So I'll pause here because there's a lot more, but I want to tackle something. So talking about his dog that had kidney failure. I'm very sorry that happened to you. I lost my dog a few years ago. Very similar thing. Actually, more so, we lost our cat was it last year? I think it was last year. Last June, she passed away. Something that the vet told us is that animals have a tendency to be very, especially animals like cats and specifically cats, but dogs can be too, can be very stoic, meaning that they tend to hide issues, but the personality can start to shift, especially as they get closer to end of life. Where in a lot of cases, they'll be very clingy, very lovey. I'm not exactly sure why they do that. I really don't know. I think there could be a number of reasons, but I'm not really sure. I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth. I don't want to make it seem like that was the case without any kind of uncertainty, but we kind of looked at it as saying, me and my family kind of looked at it as saying, we think she was so clingy and lovey and not her at the end because they recognize that the end is coming for them. And it's their only way to sort of try to repay that love and goodwill that you gave them. And that can be very hard because, I think it's a good way of saying, like, our animals really do love us. Whether or not they possess the capacity to, know all about us or remember us that well, and it's not just sense and instincts. I can tell you wholeheartedly, if you have an animal and you treat that animal well, that animal loves you. Absolutely. There's no question in my mind. But, yeah, so I'll get back to it. But yeah, that could very well be like why that behavior was happening. So around the same time, my paranormal experiences began escalating. 3 years ago, I was having sleep paralysis where a creepy hand was beside me holding me down. At the beginning of this year, I woke up all morning with my hands inflamed, and my boyfriend I woke up all morning with my hands inflamed, and my boyfriend, I don't know why I phrased it like that, and my boyfriend had even said they looked like old lady hands. Then I started seeing dark shadows in Kobe's room while he was still alive. He screamed in pain at night, and marks would appear where he had been. I now see these marks everywhere. My body and skin feel stretched. My scalp is a mess. Sorry, that music threw me off. My scalp is a mess. My hair suddenly went red. I'm normally brunette, doing blonde. And sensations of being physically squished or pulled. My boyfriend recently slept over and felt something pressing on his chest. My apartment became unmanageable to handle. Garbage trails follow me, hair clippings, and even my foot clippings vanish. Appliances echo as I turn them off. Chairs move when there's no one there. Stains and garbage trails follow me everywhere. My apartment, my parents' house, even my car. No matter how much I clean, sweep, or vacuum, nothing makes a difference. Pest control, environmental checks, and professional cleanings haven't solved anything. I spent $7,000 to fix my car. BMW told me that I wasn't going crazy, and that my oil engine had a leak because there was some chewing or tampering with the wiring. And it looked like someone had dumped over a gallon of coffee in the center console, so right underneath my armpit would rest. Probably right underneath where the armpit would rest. Looking back, when this whole thing started, bad stuff was happening, but I just kept thinking like, okay, that's not in alignment with me, I guess. And I just kept trying to stay positive, even with the lucid dreaming. I was like, I don't want to give whatever this is power. For example, 2 years ago, my best friend since high school randomly ghosted me, shortly after I ended my engagement. I hadn't fully opened up about it, but even now, looking back, I realized they should have supported me, especially after a 10-year friendship. Around that same period, I was fired from my full-time marketing job. I pivoted to teaching yoga and Pilates, and things were going really well, but it seems like whatever is following me isn't happy with me making the best of my life. Since then, I've had freak accidents, lost opportunities, and even tried spiritual cleansing, church visits, and professional help, including a scam black magic cleaning that cost me money. Yeah, see, that you don't pay for that stuff. It's not real. They're scamming you if they're doing that. Nothing works. It's reached a point where I can't even do the things I love anymore. I can't stretch in yoga or Pilates without feeling wrong in my body. I'm all frazzled, things fall out of my hands, or I drop things, and I can't form proper sentences sometimes if someone asks me a question. Things randomly appear, stains show up, and I feel like I'm being physically pulled down, like gravity itself is against me. I feel trapped in my own body, in my own space. I haven't been able to properly grieve Kobe because I'm fighting something I don't understand, and it's isolating. My fingers randomly turn black, and I feel like my beauty and energy are being stripped away. Sometimes I feel like my place is mirroring my grandmother's. My place is mirroring my grandmother's I was named after. Not sure what that means. Probably like a. Oh. I don't even know what I hit. I wake up and catch myself standing or moving like her, and it's unsettling. One morning, my hands look like old lady hands. She had stains everywhere in her home, mostly water stains. But as a kid, I always thought they look like eyes, and I remember being weirded out by certain objects in her house. Now I have similar marks, and it creeps me out. The day after she died, there was a bird watching me and Kobe. Once, while vacuuming my apartment in frustration, I looked out my porch. I live near an airport on the top floor, and there was that same bird staring at me from the side. I've heard that we sometimes pay for the sins of our grandparents or ancestors, and sometimes I feel like that might be what's happening to me. My grandparents worked incredibly hard for money, and they would have done anything for it. And now, I'm basically broke. It makes me question if some of it is tied to them. A friend once told me that spirits can latch onto you and make you think they're familiar when they're not. Thinking about it this way has made me feel conflicted about my grandparents, even though I know it's not, and yet the experience feels eerily similar or connected to them. I've asked for clarity on what this is, but it doesn't reveal itself. It stays hidden enough to cause stress on day-to-day living while making me look messy, disoriented, stupid, and repulsive. Has anyone experienced anything like this? Even advice on how to reclaim your space, body, and energy when something invisible seems to be actively harming you would be helpful. I'm desperate. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for reading. I know this is long and a lot to take in. I just can't think straight these days, and I'm doing my best to get it all out. I really appreciate anyone who takes the time to listen and share advice. TLDR, for 2 to 3 years, something odd has been targeting my life. Stains, shadows, physical symptoms, lost items, and bad luck. Starting around my dog Kobe's illness. I've tried doctors, pest control, cleansings, and repairs, and nothing helps. Yeah, so once again, this sounds very much to me like there is something that's latched onto her. I'm in no way a spiritual expert. I know she said she's tried church. I'm not sure which church she's tried. I'm not going to pretend like all churches are exactly the same. And I think it's important. That is an important understanding too. Churches are not all the same, because if they were, everybody would just be living in peace and harmony, and the church wouldn't be fighting itself. There is sin and division in the church. I don't know which church she tried. If it was a Baptist church, Pentecostal, Jehovah's Witness, Catholic, Eastern Oriental, like it. There's so many different churches that she could look at. I would strongly recommend it, looking into a paranormal specialist in the area. I don't wish this on anybody. This is horrible, but it's like I said, these spirits, these demonic entities live to tear people down, to take them away from God. And there's a couple ways that they can do that. One is by making you feel like you're self-reliant. And for some people that works, thinking that they've got everything figured out. For other people, they need to physically be broken down, because maybe they wouldn't have been so self-reliant. I can't explain exactly why this is happening to her. It's horrible, and I don't wish it on anybody. I really hope that she finds what she needs. I'm really sorry about her dog, especially the illness. Hopefully it is something that isn't, there's something that is treatable, but I understand when it comes to a lot of pets, sometimes you don't catch the symptoms until it's too late. So I'm very sorry about that. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But yeah, man, this is depressing. Let me see one that's a little bit more spooky. Oh man, that is... so there is a snapshot here. I'll have to figure out how to do this. I might just link the... I'll link this in the description, so anybody who wants to see it can read it. It says, a girl I used to snap in 2021 sent me this photo, and I was baffled. She has no siblings, and when this photo was taken, she had no family over. I would have posted it on Reddit back then, but I didn't have it. This is genuinely one of the most detailed, ridiculous photos of the paranormal I've ever seen with my eyes. I want to know what you guys think. Not only is it detailed, like you can see, there are objectively, that is someone reaching out with their hand in some kind of a gown. That's not a smudge on the lens. It reminds me of like a Victorian nightgown. Someone says, I'm going to go with a doll thrown through the frame. The first question you've got to ask yourself when doing material like this, if it's a real picture, why was the picture taken? That's a good point. That's actually a good point. This isn't really reliable anymore, especially with Snapchat nowadays. So a lot of people just saying it's not real. That's very possible. Not all things that we see on here are 100% real, so... Yeah, very strange, though. All right, well, I might start wrapping up the stream here pretty soon. Looks like we didn't catch too many people coming through. Honestly, it was just kind of a lazy day. I didn't have anything really planned. Like, I've got some stuff I'd like to do, but I don't know. I just felt no motivation to do it. I'm just like, I'm a little drained, if I'm being honest. Especially after yesterday was a very, very long day for me. But my intention is, in the coming days, there is a game I'd like to play, and I might pop in off stream just to kind of figure out exactly how it works and everything. But the game itself is called, was it something of Nira? What was that called? I had it installed. I just haven't played it yet. What was it called? Voyagers of Nira. Okay, Voyagers of Nira. Tell you what, I can actually pull it up on Steam. So you guys can actually see it. Oh, 20% off right now. That's kind of cool. All right, let's hop over to this one. Where's my thing? There's my thing. Okay. Oh wait, this isn't what I wanted. What am I doing? What am I doing? We'll go to windowed. There we go. All right, so this is Voyagers of Nira. I can play this. Oops, wrong button. You know what this game is, in a nutshell? This is literally like Polynesian Valheim, and I'm all about that. This style of game is one of my favorites. I'm a little disappointed how Valheim kind of fizzled with the online community. I might consider bringing it back at some point, but I need people to play with. But yeah, this game looks like it's right up my alley. And you can see it literally just came out the 16th, so less than a week ago. Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but I did just get it, so I have it on Steam. I'll be able to play that, and that might be my next stream, so check for that on Thursday, especially if I get into this thing and find out I really like it. But yeah, I guess we can go ahead and start to wrap up now. Here's the button. That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button, Micah. There we go. Gosh, professional streamer much? No, not professional. Oh man, you can... No, you can see, you can see I'm levitating. There we go. All right, but yep. So today I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream then. Just a short one. Didn't see a lot of folks pop in, but yeah, keep an eye out for the stream on Thursday. If you're not already in the Discord, make sure that you pop into the Discord. It's already starting to turn into a thriving community over there, so I'm very excited about that. If you guys have suggestions for a game that I should play or something that I should end up doing on the stream, there is a suggestion box down below on Twitch. Otherwise, you're welcome to drop them in the Discord as well. If I don't have a suggestion channel, I'll make sure that gets created. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you're able to spend some time with your friends and family. Stay away from the demons. And I will see you guys all on the next one. Have a good one.